Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to another Family Ties production of Western Big Six basketball. Tonight, we're following the United Township High School Panthers to Princeton, Illinois, for a regional final game with the Princeton Tigers. Princeton, being the higher seed, has the home game. And this is Jim Smith, along with Jim Sanders, going to bring in the action tonight. And as I look around the gym here, Coach Sanders, we're going to have a full house here before we get done.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a really nice gym, Prouty Gymnasium here in Princeton, Illinois. Nice crowd here, and of course we talked a little bit the other night at the Moline game where, you know, the more you win, the bigger the crowds get. But this is going to be a loud gymnasium. It's going to be an exciting night. The winner of this ball game advances on to the Moline sectional tournament to play either Rock Island or Sycamore next week. So a big ball game tonight, Coach.
Well, Princeton comes in to this game with the higher seed, as we said. They're the 4th seed. They come in with a 21-4 record. And they are led. They're unusual in the sense that they have a couple of foreign students playing on their team, kids from Bosnia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And
2-year starters for them.
2-year starters from Ricky Izabigovic and Mirza Salkic. Both coming out of Bosnia, and they're fine ball players. And like I said, they're 21-4, so they're doing some things right.
Well, you know, in the NCIC, while it's not the Western Big Six, week in and week out competition-wise, you got to have a good ball club to finish 21-4. With you know, Ottawa's got a nice ball club, and Geneseo can play with some people, so you know that they've had some good ball games during the year. And again, you don't get seeded even with a 21-4 record. You're not going to get that 4th seed in this sectional complex unless you're a pretty good team.
Right. Well, I had a chance to talk to Coach Scott Olson, coach of the Panthers, before the game, and asked him if he was going to run the ball or half court, and he said, I think he said run the ball. So we'll look for an up and down the court game. Tuesday night, they're coming off a big win over Rochelle. The Panthers really handled Rochelle, easily blew them out 71-32 or 72-31, excuse me, and put a lot of pressure on the Hubs from Rochelle, and they couldn't handle it. So we may look for the same thing coming out of the chute here tonight.
Well, I think so. Of course, Princeton defeated Streator last week also, and they did a decent job. I think talking to Bruce Plastic, the head coach, he was a little disappointed in that win, you know, because they're a much better ball club than Streator, you know, week in and week out at least. But it's regional tournament time and excitement. I think the key tonight, as we get down to 15 seconds before they buzz them in here, one of the quick things is a real physical ball game. UT used to be playing in the Western Big Six, as opposed to the NCIC. It's a little less physical. So let's just see how this goes. It looks like they're lining up for our national anthem, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be just a great basketball game, Coach.
Well, we're looking for, you know, you get to this level, and it's going to be solid basketball. You're going to see some very good plays and a lot of hustle. I know the Panthers play hard, and I'm sure Princeton does too.
Right. Well, the officials for tonight's ball game will be Dave Hancock and Joe Thompson, and they've seen both these teams throughout the course of the year. I know Joe and Dave work the Princeton Thanksgiving tournament. They work a game or two over here early in the year, and of course they've had UT a couple times this year along the way also. So it now officially, I guess we now call this March Madness, can we? Last week we were doing the February Madness.
I was going to say it's officially March 1st today, so this is now officially March Madness.
Yeah, this is neat.
And to talk about the officials, we've seen Joe Thompson and Dave Hancock work quite a few games this year and over the years, and they're fine officials, and they'll let them play a little bit.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Well, we're going to Princeton's high school called the Star Spangled Singers
from Princeton High School.
From Princeton High School are going to perform our national anthem. So we'll just let you watch and listen as we get ready for this exciting basketball game.
was a fine rendition by the Star Spangled Singers from Princeton High School. They've obviously put in a lot of practice on that. I hope we were able to pick that up with our camera mic that we had on. Very nice job.
Very nice job. Well, tonight's ball game, the Panthers from United Township High School will be the visiting team. Princeton will be the home team. So here we go with the starting lineups. At one guard for United Township, number 21, Jeremy Corum.
And a guard from Princeton, number 5, Brian Plassick. He's a 5'8" junior.
For UT, number 23 is Jacob Brewster at guard.
At the other guard from Princeton, a 5'8" senior, number 4, Brandon Dickinson.
For UT, Ben Fagerland is going to start at center. He's number 42.
At center from Princeton, number 32, a 6'4" senior, number Tony Wooden.
For UT, at forward, Nick Ramos, number 25, will start at forward.
Number 25, Ricky Izabegovic, a 6'1" senior guard.
And the fifth starter for the Panthers at forward, number 40, Mark Polai.
And finally for Princeton, a 6'5" forward, senior, number 32, number 30, Mirza Salkic.
Head coach for United Township High School, of course, is Scott Olson.
And for the Princeton Tigers, Bruce Plassick, whose son is the starting point guard for them. So I'm sure that's a little bit of an advantage. Have your son on the floor. It's like having the old cliche, having another coach on the floor.
Well,
but I'm sure he understands the system.
And he's been starting here. He played quite a bit when he was a freshman. He's a junior now, and he played a lot when he was a freshman and started full-time last year as a sophomore. So basically a 3-year veteran. Well, let's get ready to rumble now.
Well, it looks like, just looking down the lineups here, Coach Sanders, that Princeton might have a slight height advantage. I see a 6'5", 6'4", 6'1".
Well, for the Panthers, of course, Mark Porlight plays a lot taller than his 6'5", but Fagerland's 6'2", and starting basically 3 guards with Nick Ramos at 6 foot, along with Corum and Brewster. So Porlight will jump center for the Panthers.
And Mirza Salkic for Princeton, and Princeton controls the tip. Tony Wooden with the ball, he gets it over to Plassick.
Panthers playing man-to-man.
To Dickinson. Number 30, that's Salkic. He's one of the Bosnians. 25.
Good defense by UT. Good quick hands.
Ball's loose on the floor. We got a travel double dribble call right off the bat. Little pressure defense from Mark Polite against Mirza Salkic, and he dribbled it off his leg and tried to catch it. And
yep. Lost
Panthers
control.
will take over.
And traveling was the call. UT brings the ball down now. Jacob Brewster at the point.
Man-to-man defense for the Tigers.
Looks like 2 very good defensive teams in the early going here, Coach. They're moving their feet real well. They've identified shooter.
Down, yeah.
You bet. Panthers showing a lot of patience right now. Looking inside. Fagerland inside. Low post. Back out to Corum. No shot there. Shots, I think, are going to be hard to find right now, Coach.
You better take one while you got it.
Polite on the drive. Panthers lead by 2. And immediately jump into a 1-2, 1-1, or is it going to be man-to-man? Looks like zone press.
Looks like a trap.
Trap in the corner.
Plassick with the ball. He's on the dribble. Ball's quickly ahead. Wooden. That's Salkic. 2 touches, 2 turnovers for Mirza Salkic. He's going to take that ball to the hole, look like, but he just didn't get the ball on the floor soon enough.
Well, the Panthers get that ball inbounds, 2 turnovers.
And we're going to get some pressure out of Princeton now.
Panthers lead 2-0, 6:45 to go. First quarter action from Princeton, Illinois. And UT's going to set it back up again.
Princeton drops back into a 2-3 zone. They kind of extended out to the top of the arc. We're going to keep Brewster from shooting that 3, looks like. Inside into Polite, turn around.
Polite for 2. And it's 4-0 UT. Good pressure again by the Panthers.
Here's a Bigovic, good pass over to Wooden. Looks like Jeremy Corum's going to get called for a quick foul there.
Official calls it on the drive, so there will not be a shooting foul.
First team foul.
21, Jeremy Corum.
Corum on that foul. Princeton takes the ball out into their own basket. Panthers still playing man-to-man.
That's Brandon Dickinson, number 4. 3-point. Oh, a little too strong.
2 turnovers, Coach. 2 turnovers and an air ball. Good quick hands there. Princeton on the move.
Ikabizovic, he finishes it off. Excuse me, that's Salkic.
Brewster to handle the ball to Nick Ramos. Back to Brewster against this 3/4 court zone press.
And Princeton stays in their 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
They stretch it out.
Yep, they stretched that out a long way that time. Inside to Fagerlund. Fans want to travel. Polite for 2 off the baseline. Polite, beautiful shot. Panthers lead 6-2.
Long pass, Brewster.
Nice defense by Brewster that time. That long pass can make or break you. Polite for 3, and we got a foul.
Fouled on number 25, Ricky Izabegovic.
Number 25, Ricky
Izabegovic, I'll get it right.
I'll tell you what, Polite's going to go to the line now. 3 free throws here.
Well, so far it's been Mark Polite 6 and Princeton Tigers 2. He's got all 3 buckets here.
We're talking to the radio guys here from Princeton, and they say Princeton's going to go about 9 deep. First sub is in the ball game. That's Todd Remington, number 42, Coach. He's in the ball game.
Coach, you're going to have to help me with that because I'm sitting kind of behind the pole. I can't see the Princeton bench here.
Well, I just heard the announcer say something, so I was trying to find
Plus,
the new guy.
if you look here, the benches are real close to the scorer's table.
Real close to the score table. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as they say. 8-2, UT.
Plasek on the dribble. Corum cuts him off. Brewster helps. Long cross-court pass.
Oh, good ball movement
Good ball
there.
movement. Tony Wooden finishes it off. 8-4 now. Panthers still lead.
Good job breaking the press by UT. Brewster up to Fagerlund. Back to Brewster, and the Panthers will set up. UT looks like they're setting up maybe to attempt the shots from outside, and Princeton's running out to guard them. Brewster for 3 off the back iron and goes out of bounds.
Rebound out of bounds. Princeton will take over. Sub coming in, number 30 coming back in the game. That's Mirza Salkic.
Remington's going to go
And Remington goes back out. Salkic has one of the buckets, Tony Wooden the other.
Todd Remington, his dad is Randy Remington, official from this area, has worked Class A state tournament last year with Bob Rowett from the Quad Cities.
Okay,
so
sure.
Very outstanding official.
He loses the handle. That's Izabegovic loses the handle coming down the lane and just kind of rolls out of bounds. Panthers will have the ball. Princeton with pressure. Coach, this floor seems hard. Just listen to the ball bounce on it.
And or I tell you the other thing too, you break in, looks like they broke in, like of course first game I'm sure they brought this ball out, but that's a brand new ball, and it drives me crazy as an official, I know, to use brand new balls in a state tournament series, because it's just, they're slick and they just don't have that touch. That's right. Polite, turnaround. Fagerlund battles for the rebound.
Wooden pulls it down.
Corum on a good hustle.
Jeremy Corum, great hustle. Knocks that ball loose, kind of breaks down the offensive rhythm when the ball's batted out of bounds.
You betcha. Corum is a Mr. Hustle. I'll tell you, if you give that award out, of course, several of the Panthers could win that one because they all really work hard offensively.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to have the duty on Plasek, and when he goes out, I'm sure Adrian Bandy will come in and replace him, and Plasek will have his work cut out for him if that's the pattern that the bench has established.
There. Oh, nice stuff.
Mirza Salkic. Good move along the baseline there. I thought he was too far under.
I did too. I thought there's no way to get that shot off. But look at that scoreboard with 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Panthers lead 8-6. Coach Olson calling a set play. Brewster handling the ball. Double high pick there. 3-pointer off the side of the bank board by Ramos.
That might have been partially ticked. Here comes Plasek.
Well, Princeton's got a nice ball club, that's for sure.
There's Dickinson.
Oh, good play to get 3.
Izabegovic, 3 points.
Well, Princeton leads for the first time, Coach, 9-8. Panthers doing a nice job breaking the press. Not a whole lot of pressure. Princeton just kind of delaying the Panthers' offense a little bit, and they go back to that 2-3 zone.
Well, so far Princeton extending their offense or defense out has kind of stymied the Panthers
Really
here.
have. It's kind of hard to imagine coming out that far but still being able to clog up the middle, but they're doing a nice job of it right now. They forced a long shot by Brewster and a long shot. There's a turnover by the Panthers and a foul. They forced two long
has
shots.
the ball and Brewster tried to steal it from him, but he gets called for the foul.
3 possessions now. The UT has had two subs. I'll get that in a minute. Two long 3-pointers, both off the mark, and then a turnover. So in the lineup for UT now, Steve Lopez is in the ball game. Adrian Bandy's in the ball game. Corum and Fagerlund will sit down. 2:14 to go. 9-8 Princeton.
Dickinson trap, Polite. Off the sock catch, they got Izabegovic under the basket. They can't find him because the pressure's on him, though. Sometimes you'll have an open man like that, but if you got a lot of guys in your face, it doesn't matter.
That's right. The Panthers had such great pressure on the ball that it didn't make any difference.
Here's Ramos. Izabegovic. Salkic, 3 points.
Bandy on the rebound. Panthers on the run. Head to Ramos. 1 minute, 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. The winner to advance to the Moline sectional. Number 4 seeded Princeton against number 5 United Township.
Salkic is really keeping Polite from getting that ball. Doing a good job of denying him.
Doing a real good job in there, Coach. Real good job. Man-to-man now for Princeton. Good job of changing their defense. A zone press, back to a 2-3 zone. Polite on a quick turnaround.
Long rebound, Steve Lopez, quick.
Nice job. Really quick to that ball because, boy, Princeton had Brewster on the drive for 2. Jacob Brewster for 2. Panthers lead 10-9.
1 minute, 3 seconds remain. Wow, we got another foul call there. A little too aggressive on the defense there as Izabegovic was bringing the ball up. Looks like Ramos going to get caught on a foul. And we've got Mike Bickerman checked into the ball game. Tony Wooden goes out. Number 22 is checked in. Eric Norrell. And Dickinson will get a rest.
Yeah, Mike Crawford's going to come in, and Nick Ramos is going to get a breather here right before the end of the first quarter. 1 minute to go, first quarter. 10-9, Panthers lead.
Here's Bandy working against Plasek. Bandy's going to he got a little too much body on him. They'll wave that basket off, I'm sure. Oh, we got a call away from the ball.
Oh, it's been
I didn't see that. I didn't pick that one up.
Boy, Coach Plasek is just livid on the sideline.
I didn't pick that one up,
I didn't
Coach.
either.
I thought it was Bandy bumping Plasek on the drive.
That's right. Must have been away from that play somewhere. Panthers now, 42 seconds to go. Polite gets the ball inside. UT looking hard to get the ball to Polite.
30 seconds.
2 very good defensive teams here. Lopez got up underneath the basket and drew the foul.
Lopez up underneath her, give a little head fake, didn't go for it. Number 20.
Fouls on number 23.
Mike Bickerson picks up his second.
Two trips down the floor,
yeah.
Sub coming.
Sub coming here. Pick up a number here for you. Looks like number 23. Is that 23?
How about 33?
33. That's Mike Fulkerson.
Yeah. That's kind of hard to say. And we got
He's a 5'9" senior.
Sean Taylor coming in for UT. Polite's going to take a break here. Each team has 3 team fouls. Panthers lead 10-9. 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. Steve Lopez shooting 2. And it's good. 11-9, Panthers by 2.
Pretty evenly matched teams here so far. I like what Prince has done with their defense.
Well, especially after they relaxed a little bit, had 2 turnovers and an air ball right off the bat to start the ball
first
game.
3 trips, yeah.
They settled down, played much better offensively. And they're going to get a look at the last shot, down by 3.
Plasek from 3.
And there's going to be 3 shots. Yep. Now sometimes that foul occurs late enough after Plasek and that play lands on the ground, you could then call it after the shot and take the ball out of bounds, but not this time.
Not this time. That's fourth team foul. Bandy's first, and Plasek's going to go to the line here.
Remington back to the game for Princeton.
Number 42, Todd Remington's checked in. Brian Plasek at the line. Again, shooting three.
Both teams are resting some starters right now, which is a good idea. That's right.
32 back in the ball game here. That's Tony Wooden, one of the starters.
For UT, Brewster's the only starter. The Panthers having the ball game right now.
Well, Plasek had a chance to tie the game, but he can pull them with a win one now. It's 12-10, 11 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Here's his third attempt. Up. Nothing but net.
And another sub.
And Brian Dickinson comes back in. Brandon Dickinson, excuse me.
11 seconds to go. Lopez into Bandy to Brewster.
Little pressure on the ball, trying to slow it up.
Little more pressure right now by Princeton.
Brewster.
Panthers are going to have to hurry. Bandy for three. Count it. Three-pointer at the buzzer. That brings us to the end of the first quarter. Coach Smith, the score, UT 15 and the Princeton Tigers 11. Big shot at the buzzer.
Could be big points. Well, why don't we look at the Panther cheerleaders here, and then we'll take a quick break. Could be a big shot there at the end of the quarter. Adrian Bandy getting squared up, hitting that three-pointer, puts him up by 4 instead of just 1.
Well, and Princeton, I thought, did a nice job there too, because they've had better pressure and more pressure, and yet UT finds the open man. The Panthers lead 15-11 going to the second quarter. UT will come right back to that same lineup that finished the end of the first quarter with Lopez, Crawford, Brewster, Bandy, and Taylor.
Yeah, Princeton's going to come out and play man-to-man now. The zone really give them some trouble, but
right.
I'm sure they'll come back to that.
Well, it looks like Princeton's got 3 or 4 starters on the bench right now.
I was going to say, we've got Dickinson in there, number 30. That's Salchik. He's a starter. Nice backdoor
pass
cut
by Lopez. Backdoor cut by Brewster, but just got away from him.
Mike Fulkerson in there. He's going to take the ball out of bounds for Princeton. Salchik still in there. He's a starter.
Another big possession there, because the Panthers hit the big three and then get the ball out of bounds to start. Good pressure by Crawford.
This is Tony Wooden working against Lopez. Dickinson, three-pointer, wouldn't go. Big rebound. Mike Crawford comes in, takes it off Salkich's back, but he's going to get called for the foul.
And it was a good call. And Crawford does a great job, jumped well, but he was moving into it.
Crawford first, 5th team foul now. 5 Panthers, each have 1 foul.
For the Panthers coming in, Polite's coming back in. Crawford will sit down. Ramos comes in, and Brewster will sit down.
Plasek, Wooden, Dickinson, Remington, and Salkich in there for Princeton. That's Wooden with the ball. He gets it over to Dickinson. 3 points.
No, Dickinson's kind of just that kind of a standing set shot kind of a shot, but he's had two open threes here real quickly.
He's getting good looks at
got
it.
one of them down.
Well, that puts Princeton to within 1 point. 15-14. Here's that zone we were talking about.
And it could be a situation where they're going to play zone off a made basket and man-to-man off the miss. There's various combinations. A lot of these teams do a nice job of changing defenses.
Well, now last time they had zone, Panthers had Polite in the middle. Now they've worked him on the baseline.
And Lopez is going to get called for the foul over the back. Number 34, UT. Princeton did a nice job, coach, that time of inside position.
Number 34, Steve Lopez.
6th team foul now.
Team 6.
Got Izabegovic come back in the ball game now, and that's him handling the ball.
Panthers are going to try to get Fagerlin in at the next dead ball. Taylor's going to play against Plasek here. Good hustle by Lopez.
Izabegovic on the dribble, pulls up. Dickinson. Salkic, ooh, nice feed down to Wooden. Reverse layup, Sean Taylor.
on the hustle at the corner, and the Panthers take it on Ramos. UT on the run. But a good look that time. Princeton got a real good look. You're right, they got Polite away from the basket now. Wide open shot. Lopez in and out. Taylor saves it. Gets the shot. Short. Princeton on the run.
Salkic to place it quickly on the drive. Double teamed in the corner. That's Salkic.
Well, they find the open man. Good look there by Princeton.
Salkic. Panthers hustling. Trying not to give Princeton any good looks at the basket. Dickinson, they're setting some picks for Dickinson. They run that basically a three-guard offense. Izetbegovic from three. Wouldn't go. Wooden with a rebound. Put back.
Wow, we talked earlier during warm-ups about those soft rims, and by golly, that ball gets on there. It's going to stay on there. Nice shot, though.
16-15, Princeton with the lead.
Well, the Panthers are stuck on 15. We've played almost 3 minutes, huh? Of this second quarter, and UT is yet to score. But they're playing good defense, so Princeton hadn't scored many either, so your defense keeps you in ball games. There's no question about that. Panthers seem to be just a little bit confused against this 2-3 zone, trying to get Polite some shots. Worked it inside, kicked the ball out of bounds. Lots of subs this time.
They're trying to. 22, that's Eric Norrell coming in. For Princeton.
For the Panthers, Corum's coming in the ball game. Brewster's back in. And of course, I mentioned Fagerland earlier. That's the first dead ball opportunity. So the Panthers are now back to their starting lineup. Brewster into Fagerland. Out front, Ramos, and the Panthers will set up. Boy, these teams play, Coach. This is going to be a game in the 40s, looks like, right now. Long three by Polite. Count it. Oh, my.
That was well behind the line. Here comes the Pirates, the Tigers, the Princeton, whatever they are. Norrell deep in the corner. Oh, that looked good from up here. Ball still loose. Fagerland comes up with it.
Fagerland hustles to get the rebound. Ahead than Ramos. Polite again for three. Polite!
My goodness.
Boy, the Panthers are finding him.
Well, he's had 2 good looks at it. That's one way to beat the zone.
14 points for Polite.
They're getting the ball down the floor quickly and getting a good look at it. That's Salkic on the dribble. 14-footer. Pull up, wouldn't go. Polite on the boards.
On the run again. Ramos ahead. Oh, a little travel there. Good hustle, though.
Tony Wooden really hustling back and intercepted that. Panthers had an easy layup if they'd have gotten that pass off to Fagerland, but Wooden hustled back. Here comes Izetbegovic back in the ball game for Princeton.
It just looks like Princeton needs both of the transfers in the ball game at the same time if they're going to stay with UT. And they've got to find Polite. If he's going to get, he's on fire right now.
He's feeling it right now. He's feeling it.
Princeton needs a timeout, and Princeton gets one. Coach Plasek says it's timeout, with the Panthers leading 23-16. 3 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the second quarter. Let's take a break, Coach. We'll be right back with regional final action. No.
Well, welcome back to Prouty Gymnasium here in Princeton, Illinois for regional final action. Panthers hooked up with Princeton. Panthers have jumped out to a 7-point lead thanks to Mark Polite. It's hot shooting. 2 threes and a deuce last 3 times down the floor. Forces Princeton to take a timeout. Let's see what adjustments they make now. Panthers still in their man-to-man. Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders bring into the action.
I'll tell you, Panthers defense, they just turned it up a notch. When they went down 16-15 and the offense wasn't doing anything, they decided, well, we're going to give a little turn of a notch on the defense.
Dickinson steps inside the 3-point line, gets his second basket of the night, first 2-pointer. Cuts that lead to 5.
Nice
23-18
that time. Man-to-man pressure. About 3-quarter court. In for the Panthers, number 45, and that is Josh Evans. He's in the ball game for the first time. Playing inside, replacement of Fagerlund. Corum travels. 23-18 is our score. 2:29
I think, you know
to
what?
go.
I think if Jeremy would have shot that, it would have been all right. But he kind of squared up like he was going to shoot.
Yep.
Then he decided not to, and it looked like a travel.
Sometimes
Here
some of
comes
those things
Begovic. I thought he was going to go right down the lane.
too. Yeah.
That's Brian Plasek with the ball. He's their point guard.
One of the marks of Scott Olson's teams over the years, Coach, it's hard to find good shots against UT. And this is no different tonight. Princeton's having all kinds of trouble finding a shot.
They play hard-nosed man-to-man away from the ball.
That's
they don't
right.
wait till your man has the ball. They're playing away from the ball. And they do a good job of keeping their eye on the ball.
Yes, they do.
Begovic finds a little opening.
Nice
Spreads his way through. And gets his 5th point of the night.
Well, I don't want to get into the Iowa-Illinois conflict here with basketball, but I will say this. The Panthers defensively remind you a lot of Illinois' man-to-man defense they played over there. Foul's going to be on number 45. That's Josh Evans. It was a push in the back.
Well, that's going to put him in the bonus now. That's the 7th team foul.
Coach Olson's saying, oh, he just had his hands down in front of him and didn't do anything. But from my angle, he had 2 hands.
He was pushing him in the back.
Yeah.
Follows on number 40.
But I will say this. It was a good pick.
His first, team 7.
Evans, of course, is a 6-foot freshman in the lineup for the Panthers.
Put Dickinson on the line, 23-20.
Lopez back in the ballgame. Panthers are going to rotate 3 centers tonight with Fagerlund, Lopez, and Evans.
Makes the first.
Ball game of runs right now. Panthers look like they were going to take off and run a little bit here, and man,
That's 5 unanswered points now. This could be 6, and it is. So we got to cut back to a 1-point game, 23-22. Panthers still in the lead. 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Panthers with the ball against man-to-man pressure. Brewster handling the ball. Lots of picks. Good hustle by Ramos to keep that ball alive and inbounds. Good defense. If you like good defense, folks, keep tuned into this ball game because these teams really know how to play it. Whoa.
And watch guys
Real
work
rough inside.
Watch you guys work away from the ball.
Rough inside. Well, Ramos on the drive. You can see the foul coming. Ramos took the foul and tried to fire one up in there, but it didn't go.
32, Tony Wood. His first, team's 4th.
Well, Nick has yet to score tonight. Let's see, he's going to try to get in the book here.
Bandy comes back in for UT, replacing Corum. Panthers now have Bandy, Brewster, Polite, Ramos, and Lopez. Ramos adds the Panther lead, 24-22. UT leads, 1 minute, 4 seconds to go in the first half here. Princeton, Illinois. A little strong that time. Princeton now with a chance to tie or to go ahead.
Plasek going to walk it up against Bandy. Again, the Panthers put a lot of pressure on him with those 2 quick guards, Bandy and Corum. Nice little pick and go there.
Good look.
That's good teamwork by the Princeton. That's Dickinson and Wooden. Not in the score at 24. Nice give and go there. Pick and roll.
We'd be remiss if we didn't mention Brian Plasek and how well he and Dickinson have handled the ball against that good pressure by UT. Not many turnovers tonight. Ramos in the corner to Bandy. Brewster's wide open for 3 off the rim. 22 seconds to go. Princeton can go ahead to halftime.
He's a Begovic quickly to Wooden. Goes right to the hole. Nice drive. Tony Wooden goes right around his man to the hole. Takes the lead 26-24. 10 seconds remain in the half.
Let's see if the Panthers can get a nice 3-pointer off here and be ahead. Brewster on the drive. Loose ball. And Brewster. Oh! And I think that thing was going to count. But we're at halftime here, Prouty Gymnasium. Loud crowd here. And at halftime, the Princeton Tigers lead the UT Panthers 26-24. This is Jim Sanders with Jim Smith, Family Ties Productions, Cox Communication. We'll be right back with second half action.
Phone orders for tickets to the 1996 state basketball tournament.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We're just about ready for the second half here. Teams have come out and completed their halftime talks and strategy. And Coach Sanders, Princeton has taken a lot of momentum into the locker room here at the end of the first half. Tony Wooden, big drive, a couple of big hoops at the end of the half, puts Princeton up 26-24. What are the Panthers going to have to do to take control of this game?
Well, I tell you right now, both teams have done some really good things. They both, it's a game of runs. 5 points, 5-0, 6-0, 5-0, 7-0, 10-1, I think was the Princeton run right there at the end of the half. I think UT's just going to have to continue to play a little more consistently, and they're moving the ball well. They're playing very good on defense, but Princeton's a fine ball club.
Yes, they are.
I think UT, it may come down to who makes that last 5-0 run or a 7-2 run, and that team will win this ball game. I think it's just that close.
Well, we mentioned Tony Wooden for Princeton. He leads the way with 8 points. He had 6 of those in the second quarter and probably 4 in the last 30 seconds. Followed closely by Brandon Dickinson with a 3-pointer, a bucket, and 2 free throws for 7 points. Brian Placey with a couple of free throws for 2 points. Ricky Isabegovic with 5 points. And Mira Salkic with 4 points. So all 5 starters have scored for Princeton, and for the Panthers has been all Mark Polite. He has 16 of the Panthers' 24. Nick Ramos with a free throw, Brewster with a bucket, Bandy with 3 and 3-point basket, and Lopez with a pair of free throws.
And I think that may be a key, Coach, to going into this second half, is the Panthers are going to have to find more than one guy that's going to score some points. Polite may be able to single-handedly beat Princeton, but I'm not sure of that. I think, some other guys are going to have to step up, like you talked about. Princeton has had that. Princeton gets the first possession here, Coach, the second half.
Princeton came out of their zone on Polite and kind of effectively took him away the last couple minutes of the half there. So we'll see what happens. Panthers come out in zone.
Coach playing box and one. Box and one. Crawford's running with number 30. Placek gets wide open.
Polite board.
Here come the Panthers with the ball. It's box and one that time. A little different look. And the Panthers are going to let Crawford right now, who's back after an injury, trail Salkic all over the place.
And Salkic is evidently their big threat, their leading scorer.
Oh, I think he is, no question about that. Quite a prospect. Panthers controlling Princeton in man-to-man defense. Polite open in the lane. That's where the UT wants him to get that ball. Tie ball game.
Crawford picks Isabegovic's pocket from the back. Polite goes down and tries to take a dive. Joe Thompson's got a lot of stuff happening right in front of him, but he makes the right call.
Made the right call. Panthers going to put a lot of pressure on now, even more on the ball out of bounds.
This is what we saw against Rochelle.
Big time against Rochelle. The difference, I think, is for right now at least, Princeton's got Placek handling the ball, and Rochelle was trying to do that with a freshman. A kid who's going to be a good player, but he's just a freshman.
Right. Well, there's Placek out front.
Right.
Dickinson.
Long 3.
He hit a couple of those, and he hit a long 3 in the first half. Isabegovic against Crawford. We got a foul call. Is that going to be Crawford or is it going to be Ramos?
I think Crawford.
Looks like Crawford.
Yep. Out of bounds on the drive that time.
Picks up his second.
It looks like they may want to try to isolate that. Crawford's a good defensive player, but
a lot of
still
bounds
looks like
game.
Something they might like. Because what defense the Panthers in now? Man-to-man all the way.
Ramos on.
And the turnover.
Salkic trying to dump it down. That's kind of a mismatch because I think he's got a few inches on Nick.
Well, 6'5".
Definitely does. Salkic is 6'5", but he plays. They're trying to post him up, but he also is a very good player facing the basket.
Really is. In that particular case, the pass led him right out of bounds. Even if he'd have caught that one, he's going to end up being under the basket and nowhere to go. Oh, nice effort there by Polite. Ball gets loose.
Isabegovic brings it up quickly, pulls it up. Crawford stops him. Dickinson has an idea, says not this time.
Princeton's kids really know what shots they're going to take. It looks like they all can shoot it, but they know which ones they like that one. Oh, air ball.
That's nice ball movement by Princeton that time. They penetrated down the lane. the ball to the corner in Dickinson.
Tony Wood, his second, team's first.
Well, one team foul apiece. Score is 26-26. 5:42 to go here in the third quarter. The winner to play either Rock Island or Sycamore.
This one has all the makings of going right down to the wire.
Yes, it does. We probably should thank Princeton's administration and athletic department for the great facility they've offered us here. We got a great angle to watch this ball game.
We got a good look at it.
A little bit warm, but that's okay. Polite from the free throw line.
Ramos.
Nice rebound by Nick Ramos. Good hustle by Ramos. UT keeps control. And a foul.
Got a foul call. That's going to be on Mirza Salkic. Picks up his second.
Number 30, Mirza Salkic, his first, team's second.
His first. My fault.
Panthers take that ball out of bounds. Crawford will trigger the inbounds play against zone defense by Princeton. Polite right where they want him. Won't go. Tip in. And looks like Crawford may pick up another foul.
Crawford or Polite?
Yeah, we'll see.
Mike Crawford.
Might have been able to call it on either guy, one of those situations. But
Crawford's third foul.
That's right. He's playing very hard, but
two team fouls now for the Panthers.
Corum's coming back in the ball game.
Crawford's going to sit down with 3 fouls now.
That'll probably negate any opportunity of UT jumping back in that box and one, because they're hoping that Crawford could run man-to-man against Princeton and let the other 4 guys play zone. Good hustle by Brewster. Over and back. Got to be over and back. Well, it's going to be a travel.
He jumped on that pivot foot a couple of times, and that's going to be a travel.
That's about the first time, really, that I've seen Princeton kind of panic trying to get that ball across the 10-second line. So maybe the Panther pressure maybe making it a little different.
Salkic went behind his back there, and boy, Corum jumped in his face as he was coming out of his dribble, and he had to pull up, and then he weren't quite ready.
Brewster for 3. Short, follows his own shot. Good effort.
Saved by Princeton. Here comes Izabegovic. He's got the ball.
And Princeton's going to set up and run a little offense here, looks like.
Over to Salkic.
A little lazy pass across there. Panthers will pick that one off eventually. Oh, nice
dumps
pass
it down. Izabegovic. Ball fake up off the glass.
Strong. Oh, nice
Wooden, big rebound. Oh, too strong. Wooden gets his own rebound.
Oh,
Fagerlin's going to get called for the foul.
Number 42, Benjamin.
That's his first third team foul, but it was in the act of shooting. I think that Tony Wooden's going to go to the line.
Lopez is going to come in the ball game for UT. Fagerlin's going to sit out. UT is going to have to start hitting that off their defensive board, because that's too many shots for Princeton.
Yes. And Tony Wooden did a good job of keeping that ball alive. He really just swiped it, and he came up with it.
Well, and he missed his shot, but he followed his own shot. Now he's going to stand there with a chance to score some points.
Yeah, he misses the first one. Dies a slow, agonizing death there, is he?
I know, that ball rattled around, but came right back out. Both of them in and out. Tie score, 26-26.
We've had a grand total of 2 points scored here in the first half of the third quarter. A little dump over the top. Polites to the hole. That's Tony Wooden going to pick up probably a pretty good foul.
Well, it was an aggressive foul, and the one thing about it, Polite wasn't going to be able to put that ball in the basket.
That's Wooden's third. He's going to go sit down. That's going to bring number 23, Mike Bickerman, into the lineup.
Well, Polite at the free throw line. The Panthers right now in the ball game have Polite, Lopez, Brewster, Corum, and Ramos. Polite in. Panthers lead 27-26. 4:07 to go in the third quarter. Second one on the way and in. 2-point UT lead. Good pressure defensively. Playsick.
They break it. Nice job, Playsick. Gets it ahead to Izabegovic. He says, let's set it up. Over to Dickinson.
One thing about
around the perimeter.
Against UT, though, there's still no good shots.
Salkic, long range. Polite goes up and snares the rebound.
Ramos on the break. Panthers set up. Looking hard to get the ball in. Lopez working real hard down low post. Polite for 3. Top of the circle.
Jeremy Corum hustles over there and swats the ball. I don't know if the ball hit Brandon Dickinson in the face or if it was Corum's hand. Anyway, Dickinson's kind of holding his eye here. Coach Plasik's got a number 33, Mike Fulkerson, up off the bench, going to come in and he wants an explanation. I think he thought that Corum hit him in the eye, and I think the referees thought the ball did. So, and I'm not sure what happened.
And I'm not either. The wild scramble. He got hit earlier somehow, about 2 times down the floor. He was kind of ended up over in the far corner over there and was holding his eye before that play took place. So could have been something related to that one also. But the Panthers have possession in a 2-point lead with 3 minutes 26 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Number 4, Princeton Tigers against the United Township High School Panthers, the 5th seeded team in this Moline sectional complex. Polite, in and out, tip in, Lopez no, Lopez again, Panthers control.
Good job, Steve Lopez, under the boards.
Corum for 3 out of the corner off the rim. UT hits the boards hard, but Polite's going to get called for the foul. Right now, with the big crowd like you have, no matter what the officials call, half the people are not going to like it.
That's his first, team's 4th. Panthers keep the pressure on there, trying to trap over
Wide
the top.
open now. Well, UT's done a nice job of getting back and stopping easy baskets.
I was going to say, they go over the top. Princeton gets it over the top, and they hustle back, boy.
When they can go over the top like that and don't even get a shot off of it, you know you're doing pretty good. And
Ramos now working on Salkic.
Dickinson comes back to the bench for Princeton, but he's got some tape underneath his eye, so he must have got scratched or cut a little bit somehow. Good defense.
Steal by Polite
on Princeton.
And a reach in by Izabegovic. He's unhappy. I don't think he's unhappy with the call. I think he was looking for help from his teammates.
Well, they left him kind of hang out there.
That's Tony Wooden back in now. He's got his playing with 3 fouls. 28-26, Panthers lead.
A little bit of a gamble by Princeton now, bringing him back in here with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter with those 3 fouls, but I don't think they can do it without him in the line.
Well, he's big. He's shown himself to be a good rebounder.
Oh, ball gets out of bounds. Boy, a nice lob pass. Fagerlund on his way in.
Fagerlund for Lopez.
It was good effort and a beautiful play.
Ramos Polite got Plasik trapped in the corner, bounces it off.
Oh, great hustle by Corum. Foul again. Oh, intentional foul.
Got an intentional foul call here.
Intentional foul coming.
I don't know who he's calling it on. I didn't pick up the Princeton player,
33, I believe. 33, coach.
33. That's Mike Fulkerson. He's going to pick up his first foul, but more importantly, that's an intentional foul, which puts Polite on the line.
2 shots and the ball out of bounds.
Shooting a pair and getting the ball out of bounds with a 2-point lead. That's a big call.
Situation like this, a regular foul wouldn't even have been a shooting foul. So UT with a chance to score a lot of points with no time coming off the clock. Sub coming in the ball game now. It looks like Dickinson's coming back.
Dickinson's coming back in. Plasik going to sit down. I thought maybe Fulkerson would go out, but no, it's going to be Dickinson. Plasik
got caught in that corner over there 2 times in a row, really. And the Panthers are putting a lot of pressure on that inbounds pass now.
Well, he takes one quick dribble to the corner, and Nick Ramos cuts him off, and then Polite jumps him immediately is when he picks that dribble. And boy, that's 2 pretty big guys when you're only 5'8".
That's exactly right.
Polite hits the first one.
Makes 1 out of 2, gives UT a 29-26 lead. 2:06 to go, but more importantly for the Panthers, UT gets the ball out of bounds under the basket. Zone defense looks like right now. Nope, man-to-man. Good inbounds play. Corum with the ball to Brewster, and UT sets up.
Zone.
Panthers have got Brewster, Ramos, Fagerlund, Polite, and Corum in the lineup right now. Polite, turnaround jumper for 2. Polite at the point of that press. They're going to trap here again. Another beautiful job. Timeout is the call.
Timeout, Princeton.
Well, right now UT has taken this press and it's gone from three-quarter court token pressure to full court tight pressure when that ball is taken to the corner. And right now, Princeton cannot break that.
And Princeton's been dribbling the ball to the corner. Dickinson that time, Placek the time before, and they picked up the dribble, and boy, then you're in big trouble because there's no place to go. You can't find anybody.
And you've got, like you said, 2 5'8" guards in Dickinson and Placek, and all of a sudden you've got Polite and Ramos all over you. Not good odds.
Well, let's take a look at the Panther cheerleaders here. Trying to get the crowd up here. Nice crowd here. Pretty full house. I'm looking down at the crowd as we're talking here. A few empty seats in the corners, but boy, on the Princeton side, I don't see any empty seats. That's the shot we're getting with our camera. You see the Princeton crowd, and that's pretty much shoulder to shoulder over there.
Yes, they are. Well, the Panthers on a run here now. Leading 31-26. Minute 43 to go, a game of runs, and right now Princeton's got to find a way to stop this thing in a hurry. And man-to-man press.
Now they've taken the pressure off.
Princeton keeps picking up that dribble, though. They do that, UT becomes more and more effective all the time.
Now let's set the lineup now. That's Placek with the ball. Dickinson shooting guard, running some picks. Izabigovic with the ball. Salkic and Wooden in there. They got their starters in there. Ball's loose on the floor. We got a foul called.
May go on Ramos.
Against the Panthers. Looks like Ramos is going to get called.
Number 25, Nicholas Ramos.
Good defense, though, by UT. Right now, Princeton puts the ball down. There's every opportunity that ball's not going to come back up again.
And that was a loose ball call there, kind of. There's Wooden. Goes to the baseline. Fagerlund cuts him off. Nice turnaround move.
Beautiful play by Princeton that time. Good defense by Fagerlund, as good as you can do.
31-28. Panthers still lead. 1 minute, 3 seconds remain here in the third quarter.
UT with the ball. Corum looking to get the ball inside to Polite. Brewster calls the play. Fagerlund sets a good pick inside. Posts up. Boy, wide open inside. They give that ball into Fagerlund. They got a good look here. Panthers showing a lot of patience and maybe going to go for one shot here, at least one real good one.
Well, now that we're at the 35-second mark, and they've been pretty patient. Ramos down to Fagerlund. Get a 3-second call. Polite was flashing across the lane just about the time Fagerlund got the ball and got caught in the lane, I think. We're going to go full court here, looks like.
Back to that zone press again by the Panthers, full court, and here comes that trap. They're not getting rid of it soon enough. That is, I mean, sure, Coach Placek over there is not real excited about the way they're breaking this press. They may have to bring a guy or two up here deep and get involved. This might be better here, a little taller player.
That's what they did after the timeout. They brought Salkic back.
Nice pass. Easy layup.
Tony Wooden finishes it off. Pulls the Princeton back within 1. 10 seconds remain.
Panthers going to go for the last shot. Looking to get Polite open out front. 5 seconds. Ramos on the drive. Steal by Placek. No shot. Corum hustles down the floor. My, oh my. Coach, I tell you what, I don't know if anybody else needs a break, but I do. We'll be back in just a minute. We're at the end of the third quarter. Finals of the Moline Regional Sectional Complex here from Princeton, and the United Township Panthers lead 31-30. I'd like to... Well, we're back, folks, here. Prouty Gymnasium, Princeton, Illinois. Going to the fourth quarter, UT leads 31-30. The winner advances to play either Rock Island or Sycamore at Moline next week. Polite. Ramos for 3. No good. Oh, nice try there by Fagerlund.
Here comes Princeton. Placek brings it up. They're looking to take the lead on this possession. Big momentum down to Salkic. Kicks it back out to Izabigovic. Izabigovic, Polite on the drive. Nice fingertip roll.
Took him right to the basket. Took Polite right to the hoop that time.
And that's the first lead Princeton's had for quite some time.
Brewster brings it down against man-to-man pressure. Corum inside to Ramos. Good defense by the Tigers. Polite. That's the shot they want for him, that inside jumper, but he couldn't get it off. Two fine defensive teams.
Yes, sir.
Ramos won't go. Fagerlund on the rebound. Block shot.
Boy, big block. I didn't see whose hand. That might have been Tony Wooden in there.
Boy, and Fagerlund
Or
did a beautiful
Sockage.
job there.
Well, Princeton looks to extend the lead now. They've got the lead in the ball, 32-31. 6.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. We got a reach-in foul.
Looks like Polite's going to get called for that one. UT looks like they want a timeout, Coach. At that timeout, Josh Evans is going to check in. The 6-foot freshman will be coming in for Fagerlund. Panthers take timeout. Princeton leads 32-31, 6:32 to go in the ball game. We'll be right back.
Now we're back. Prince is going to inbounds the ball. Mark Polite called for the foul there. That's his second foul. 6th team foul on the Panthers now. That's going to put Princeton in the bonus from here on out. Having trouble finding somebody. Oh, off Sockage's hand. Turnover. And the Panthers will take it out in front of their fans.
Well, that's good play. You know, you get that ball out of bounds like that, and it doesn't hurt you any. UT with a chance to get the lead again. Brewster brings the ball across the 10-second line. We mentioned earlier that Evans came in the ball game. We also have Bandy in the ball game right now as Corum sits down. Evans with the ball, 6-foot freshman.
Jump ball.
Oh, and a jump ball.
Good call.
Nice job. Evans made a nice drive to the basket there.
And Sockage just trapped the ball, and that was a good call by Joe Thompson there, I thought.
You bet.
Ball's in bounds. Bandy tries to cut him off. We're going to get a foul called now on Bandy.
Foul's going to be on Bandy. Coach Olson's not real excited about that.
I thought we might have traveled first.
Well, I think it may have been one of those calls where it looked like he was fouled real early in that sequence, much more than when he actually got the call made. Crawford looks like he's going to come in the ball game. Mike Crawford's coming in. And a change here, and Evans is going to come out. Now the Panthers have got a lineup out there with no true center in the ball game with Crawford, Polite, Ramos, Bandy, and Brewster.
And Princeton stays in there with their starters. They played almost the entire half here.
In and out. Nice rebound.
Bigovic misses the free throw. So the Panthers with another chance to take the lead.
Crawford doing a nice job working the low post. Princeton's doing a nice job. Ramos to Crawford. Count it.
Big hoop for the Panthers.
That's what helps to get a little taller.
Long pass over the top down to Wooden. We're going to get a foul called on Crawford. That's going to be his 4th. He stepped in and hooked him. It's going to. That'll put Wooden at the line.
Yeah, one of those situations. Crawford has been real valuable to UT while they've been in the ball game, but the problem's been is that he's in foul trouble so much right now.
Yeah, he picks up a huge basket and comes right down and picks up his 4th foul. So here's Tony Wooden with the chance.
Yep, that's the 8th team foul on the Panthers. So the foul shooting thing may become real important here as the ball game is now tied 33-33 all. 5:38 to go in the 4th quarter. Coach Olson's going to stay with Crawford even with 4 fouls right now.
Wooden makes them both, gives Princeton the lead, 34-33, 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the contest. Boy, it's a dandy, folks.
Oh, good backdoor
Crawford
cut.
backdoor all the way to the hoop, lays it up. Mike Crawford gets called for the charge. I don't know about that one. Brian Plasick stepped underneath him, and that's a big call by Joe Thompson there. No matter. Crawford's going to leave the ball game.
It doesn't matter whether it is or it isn't. It's going to go in the book that way. Offensive foul. That's his 5th foul. Maybe more importantly, it's the 9th team foul, so from now on, Princeton's going to be in the super bonus.
All right, next foul, they'll be in the super bonus. They'll shoot 2 every foul, no matter what kind of foul, shooting or non-shooting.
UT's going to go to a little taller lineup now, bringing in Lopez, so they have a center in the ball game. And we'll see how this thing shakes out. It's
Dickinson from the corner. Boy, momentum is all gone Princeton's way now. 4-point lead, 37-33.
And the crowd's in the ball game even more importantly. UT's going to have to react back in a real big hurry. Big foul on Princeton there.
Got a foul called on Salkic. Nick Ramos trying to set a pick. Salkic trying to fight through it.
The problem is, Coach, right now, that still does not put UT in the bonus.
No, that's only the 5th team foul, so they got 2 fouls to give here.
One more now.
Or 1 foul to give.
Yeah, 1 now. No, they'll be in the bonus after it's a 6. They just cranked that up on the board.
I must have missed one.
Well, Polite for 3. Bandy on the rebound. Brewster. Panthers set up again. It's a critical possession for UT. Need points off this possession. 4 minutes, 53 seconds to go. 4th quarter action. Good defense.
Princeton staying with their man-to-man.
Staying with man-to-man. Boy, they've identified, though, the shooters. Boy, sagging in that lane. Lopez travel. That was a good call.
I think Steve might have shuffled his feet there just ever so slightly.
I couldn't quite figure out that time what Plasick was doing. He went to the middle of the lane there and blocked that whole thing up. Look out. Boy, I was going to say a 3 there.
Princeton, good ball movement. Boy,
that scared everybody with the blue and white shirts on over there. I'll
firing that ball around.
37-33, the score. Princeton leads.
Izabegovic picks up his dribble.
Nice move
finds
inside.
Salkic, turns to the hole. Too strong. Polite rebound.
on the rebound. Panthers on the run to Bandy. To Brewster, and UT will set up. Ramos. Nice drive and good defense by Princeton. Princeton still playing man-to-man, but it looks like Plasick's coming way off of Bandy. Polite on the runner. 37-35 is our score here. Princeton breaks the press. Whoa.
Dickinson dribbles his way out of trouble. Wow.
Man, oh, wide open inside. They got a foul. Going to be on Lopez.
Got a foul called on Steve Lopez. I'm not so sure it didn't travel before that foul was called, but no matter. I'm not calling him.
In the ball game comes Corum's in the ball game. Corum for Bandy.
And that's
Fagerlund's coming in the ball game. Fagerlund coming in. Lopez will sit down. UT now has Fagerlund, Polite, Ramos, Brewster, and Corum, and that is your starting lineup.
And more importantly now, we got Princeton shooting 2 every time. 2-point lead for Princeton Tigers.
And UT has yet to shoot the ball in the bonus here. In and out, though. It only works if the ball goes in the basket for you, though. But in this case, he gets 1 more free throw. Ordinarily, if it was 1-1, he wouldn't be shooting this thing. So it still could be a 1-point edge here. And it's a 37-35 game. Princeton leads. Missed them both, but Princeton gets the offensive board.
Long rebound comes out to Izabegovic. There's Salkic from the corner. Corum battles for the rebound. I think Wooden's going to get called for the foul. Corum goes hard to the floor, but I think
he'll be shooting this time.
Yeah, that's Tony Wooden. He picks up his 4th. That's the 1-and-1 now. Corum's going to come to this end.
Well, 2 missed free throws there by Princeton really hurt. The Panthers can tie it up. 2 free throws by Corum.
Well, Jeremy Corum has yet to score, but here's an opportunity to get your name in the book and tie the score. So come on, right. Jeremy, let's go, babe. 3:35 left in the ball game.
We're getting right down to it now, Coach. All the rest of this has just been kind of sparring, but right now, let's get at it. Corum sinks the first of 2. More importantly, if he can make this second free throw, it'll allow UT to set that press back
Get that
up
press
again.
going.
And that's,
Although Princeton's handled it very well the last 3 times.
doing it off the dribble, though, and that ball can get stolen pretty easily there. Corum real short. Princeton had it, lost it, controls
Salkic with the ball.
it. Here they come.
Gets it to Placek.
Tigers have
Placek on the dribble. Ramos steals from
nice
behind.
play by Ramos. Missed. Polite follows.
Placek had his back turned. Polite steal. No, he gets it back.
Almost. And a long. Coach, this is getting crazy right now.
Wouldn't pull up
no,
jumper.
nice
Wouldn't
short
go.
jumper, won't go.
Ramos, big rebound. Panthers with the lead and the ball.
You betcha. 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go. Brewster brings the ball up. Great steal that time by Ramos, using his great defensive skills he's shown our fans all year long. Inside feed, Polite, back to Brewster. UT willing to take some time off the clock now, even though it's only a 1-point lead. Good movement by UT and Princeton, still playing good defense. Ramos on the drive. Nick Ramos for 2. Timeout, Princeton. Panthers lead by 3. 2 minutes, 38 seconds.
Nick Ramos' first bucket of the night. What a huge basket. Gives the Panther a 3-point lead with 2 minutes, 38 seconds left. Nick Ramos has stepped up big here in the last 37 seconds with a steal, a putback basket, a drive to the hole. Well, actually, it was Polite on the putback basket, but what a great effort by Nick Ramos to get the Panthers back into the ballgame. It's been all Mark Polite here in the second half. He had 16 at the halfway point. He's picked up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points here in the second half, so that gives him 26 out of the Panthers' 40 points. But maybe the most important one so far is Nick Ramos' 2-point layup there. Nice drive there to
beautiful drive. Coach, that's when you expect the senior leadership. You know, that's when, if they're going to step up, that's when the seniors have got to step up for you. Right now, the stepping up's taking place by Polite, obviously. Lately by Ramos, and Jeremy Corum hits that free throw that allows UT to build on their lead a little bit.
And I'm sure Coach Placek's over there talking to his boys about we got to break that press a little better. We're throwing the ball over the top, and that's going to get it sooner or later. So let's see if we can make some shorter passes.
Well,
although now the Panthers have changed up a little bit here.
If they get the ball in, Princeton gets the ball in like this, they've got a chance. UT's not going to double team. They're going to drop back and play token pressure, man-to-man, full court.
That's Salkic with the ball.
Placing.
Salkic, Ramos working on him. Polite with a steal.
Look out, here we come, folks. Polite on the jam. 42-37. UT leads. 2:14 to go. And Polite on the foul.
That was Izabikovich bringing the ball up. Mark Polite steps in, picks up the foul. That's his 3rd.
Coach Polite did a beautiful job. Great steal, down the court, slam dunk. He's down there now pointing to his head saying, I can't come back and commit that foul. That's the problem.
We need that clock running now.
That's right now. And
you can't let Princeton score with the clock stopped. That's what's going to happen here as Ricky Izabikovich goes to the line. He's going to shoot 2. Panthers in the super bonus. They put him there.
Free throws are just killing Princeton right now, Coach.
Well, they've made 2 here in the 4th quarter and missed 5.
Statistics don't lie.
Excuse me, missed 4. 5th one's coming here.
Maybe wishful thinking on this one.
Possibly the 5th one's coming. And he hits that one.
4-point Panther lead and the ball. 2:11 to go. 2 minutes to control the tempo, win a basketball game, and move on with a regional championship.
And Prince is going to do their best to make you play up tempo with that tough man-to-man. They put you in a little...
Polite, quick jumper, in and out, good rebound. Oh, and a foul.
Ben Fagerlin's going to pick up that foul.
Pick up a quick foul, Fagerlin, and 2 more free throws. That's tough, Coach. That's real tough. Not much contact there with the contact we've had throughout the course of the ball game. But at this point in the ball game, 4-point lead, you got to give that rebound up. Just get off and go to the other end and play defense.
Well, and I'm not one to question things, but I don't know if we need to shoot the ball right there.
Yeah, that's very possible too. It was a quick shot. Boom. Now look out, because Princeton gets a little life here. The crowd comes back in the ball game.
Right.
Makes this one, it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, it's a three-pointer now. Tony Wooden at the line here.
Panthers just about had this ball game wrapped up. And now it's a 2-point ball game. 1:53 to go. Lots of time.
And pressure on the ball.
Polite got the ball into Ramos. They're going to clear the floor, let Nick bring that thing up. They're going to spread the floor now with a 2-point lead.
We're going to work some baseline picks here against the man-to-man defense.
Good hustle and good defense.
Salkic working against Polite.
Fagerlund posts up big inside. Got to get out of that lane.
Panthers content to run some clock here.
And right now, it appears that, at least for this minute anyway, the Princeton's not going to go out and foul anybody. Good pressure on Polite out front. Almost a 5 count. Good job. Panthers have used up almost 1 minute.
Coming down to the 1 minute mark.
And a quick foul.
Reaching foul on Salkic. Sooner or later they were going to have to foul.
Right. And that's probably long enough. I mean, you know, they gave themselves a good portion of a minute, but Panthers are going to have to make some free throws.
Well, and if they start fouling too soon, pretty soon they're going to be in that super bonus, because that just was their 8th team foul right there. So Polite has to work to make a 1-and-1 here.
And it's good. Beautiful shot. Sub for UT. Lopez will come back in. Fagerlund will sit down. I don't know. Coach, it's hot up here. I understand that, but how come my palms are sweating anyhow?
Well, I can't hardly hold my pen here.
Well, this is the excitement of basketball this time of year. It's like playoff time in football. Polite buries 2. Panthers lead by 4. 1:03 to go.
And they take the pressure off a little bit. Although Corum doesn't. He's still working hard. Salkic, Isabigovic with the ball. Baseline jumper, good!
Oh, nice shot.
Big hoop from the Bosnian lad.
Oh, that big play there. Their senior leadership steps up too. Quick foul.
Brandon Dickinson steps in, picks up his first.
Send Nick Ramos to the free throw line. I think if I remember my statistics right, Coach, from the regular season in the Western Big Six. I'm not even going to say it.
Attaboy.
Thought about
Here we
saying
go.
it,
We got 47 seconds left.
I'm not even going to say it. Oh, nothing but net. 45-42.
How come in these tight ball games it always comes down to the free throw line? Boy, it seems like more times than not.
Well, this has been a fine defensive ball game. If you come to the gym to see teams score 70, 80 points each, you might not have liked this one. 4-point Panther lead. 47 seconds to go.
Both teams working hard.
They can't get the ball back to Placek. That's the big problem right now. They like him to set the offense up, but it's not going to happen. Oh, nice entry pass. Good play by Brewster. Off that.
Boy, Tony Wooden's really stepped up big tonight. He's carried the load.
44.
Got a foul, reach-in foul. It's going to be on Placek, I think. That's his first. Boy, both their guards have just picked up their first fouls. Most importantly, that's the 10th team foul. Panthers will get 2 shots now.
That'll help.
Ramos is going to go back to the line, shoot a pair this time.
29 seconds to go. UT leads by 2. Great basketball game here. Kind of makes that seeding when they seed teams 4th and 5th in a regional. Maybe those coaches do know what they're talking about.
Ramos knocks down the first one.
Ramos ready for the second.
Coach Olsen asking for a timeout.
Up and in. UT takes a timeout. The Panthers lead 48-44, Coach. 29 seconds to go. What do you want to do? What do you think?
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
29 seconds left.
Well, UT's done a nice job. I think they've gone away, at least the last couple times, we may see it back, gone away from that double team pressure, but what they've done is that they're taking Plasek out of the ball game. They get the ball inbounds, and all of a sudden Corum, in this particular case, they can't get the ball back to Plasek again, so they're having to set their offense up without their point guard handling the ball, and they've been a little out of sync here lately.
Although the last trip down, Isabegovic did a good job of finding Wooden on the weak side for a nice lay-in, and the Panther defender did a nice job of laying off and not fouling, giving a three-point play.
Big play by Brewster. Some of those little things you look at a ball game, you know, you're 4 points ahead, Brewster goes ahead and fouls, then you make a three-point play out of it, and then it changes the whole complexion of this ball game.
But I'm sure Princeton now is going to try to come down and run some kind of a set play and get a quick score up here. They're down. It's a two-possession game no matter how you look at it.
Right.
And they're going to probably foul right away. They're going to have to if they make the basket, or if they don't make the basket, they're going to have to.
Now they've got Corum, a chaser on the other side.
Corum's on Salkic.
Oh my, nice pass though.
Wooden comes up short. Rebound, Steve Lopez. Quick foul. Wooden misses a point blank, and he's feeling bad, but boy, he's been the big man all night. 18 points for Tony Wooden tonight, but boy, he missed a big one there. And then I think Plasek had to reach in and foul quickly.
Well, that's a huge play, though, because that's a two-point ball game with 17 seconds to go instead of the potential of more of a lead for UT. So Lopez goes to the line shooting two.
He has a chance to stretch the lead out now.
There's one.
5-point game.
Nice and calm, walked that line. He hasn't got a whole lot of points in the ball game tonight either.
No, that's his third point. Going for 4 here. Short off the rim. Salkic with the rebound.
Clock running. 5-point lead.
Princeton coming quick. Isabegovic. Blocked by Polite. Big block.
Oh, Ramos with the ball. Quick foul by Princeton.
Polite comes out of nowhere. Isabegovic going to shoot a 3 from the corner. Had a good look. I didn't even see Polite coming.
I didn't either.
And neither did Ricky Isabegovic.
That's exactly right. 5 fouls.
Tony Wooden's leaving the game. He's a 6'4" senior, and he's leaving his possibly the final time here from the hometown fans on their feet, giving him a nice hand.
Coach, this has really been a real good ball game. 49-44 UT leads. Ramos shooting 2, 9 seconds to go. That's good. Panthers lead by 6.
Nick Ramos.
Second free throw on its way, off the iron. Panthers don't want to foul now. Gotta let him shoot one up there.
Dickinson fires 3, hits it.
Timeout.
Quick timeout. 3 seconds left.
3 seconds to go. 50-47 Panthers lead.
Not over. A steal and a 3 could tie it.
I don't hear anybody singing. There's nobody singing yet. Panther fans were doing that little scoreboard clock thing here a minute ago, but that always makes me a little nervous until that clock reads all zeros.
I'm not too crazy about that cheer in the first place.
No.
And I hope some people are in the stands are listening to this right now and take it to heart. You don't need that.
Well, you keep talking about sportsmanship, and sportsmanship is some of the things that we're trying to promote here on the Family Ties production. So I think that's one of those things that we'd like to keep in mind as we go along. Sportsmanship by players, by coaches, by fans, and we all have to work at that. It's not easy. We all get hung up and caught up with our own team, and it's easy to do things that are not, maybe very sportsmanlike. But we got to really keep working on that, because that's what makes these games as great as they are.
It all goes back to when you're sitting over there on the short end of the scoreboard and how you feel when somebody sticks it in your face. And
that's right.
It's a two-way street. Yeah. So.
Well, real proud of the UT team and proud of our fans. They've done a nice job of cheering, but the two things, that the scoreboard clock, and then we had a little bit of USA when the Bosnian kids are shooting their free throws, and I don't like that very well either. But
all right, here we go. Back to the ball game.
We're kids.
Ball's tipped out of bounds. Going to go to the Panthers.
Down to 2 seconds.
Burned a second. Woo!
1 second off the clock.
I got a timeout. Coach Olson wants to set up some kind of an inbounds play. Why don't we talk some basketball here this time?
Do it. Good idea.
Find out
Well, one of the key factors, I think, Coach, we take a look here real briefly at the free throws shot here. Let's just look at the fourth quarter and take a look at what UT has made and missed in the fourth quarter.
8 out of 10. 9 out of 11.
9 out of 11. Take a look at Princeton here in the fourth quarter.
They made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 9.
There you go. That's your ball. I mean, that's a big difference, especially when Princeton was shooting that double bonus real early.
9 out of 12 for the Panthers.
That double bonus was there early, and they couldn't convert.
They couldn't convert.
Well, it's been an exciting basketball game. We'll get these last 2 seconds run off here. Two fine teams. Princeton has played hard, very good defense. They're looking for a quick foul, a real quick foul.
Here we go. Panthers get it into Ramos. He's just going to be content to hold the ball. And the Panthers hang on. Fans come out. They're happy.
Coach, that's pretty exciting right there.
And the Panthers take the regional crown here over the 50-47 victory. And again, it was a hard-fought ball game. Comes down to a few plays here and there. Free throws, big factor in the fourth quarter, as you pointed out. Mark Polite, another huge night. Had 26 at one point. Let's see if I can pick it up.
Would you please direct your attention to center court, please?
Yeah, we'll have the presentation of the trophy here. We'll take a good look at that.
Steve Matthews, principal of Princeton High School, will present.
Steve Matthews is going to present. The principal here at Princeton High School will present the trophy to the Panthers. Mark Polite. I think the seniors are going to go get this trophy. You got Taylor, Polite, Corum, Nick Ramos, Crawford are coming out to receive that trophy. Being presented by the principal of Princeton High School. And you're getting a good look at it right now. You've got the United Township High School Panthers, winner of this regional tournament, advancing on to the sectional next week to play either Rock Island or Sycamore. What a ball game, Coach.
Well, we got, like I said, Mark Polite really stepped up big and scored huge points when they needed him. I've got him unofficially for 31 points here. Nick Ramos follows that up with 7 points. More importantly, he cranks down. Oh no, excuse me, I got him for more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. 7 of them from the free throw line. 6 of those free throws in the fourth quarter. So Nick Ramos steps up big there at the end, and puts the free throws down when we needed them. Jacob Brewster with a hoop for 2. Corum 1 free throw for a point. Bandy with a big 3-pointer at the end of the first quarter. Steve Lopez 3 free throws for 3 points. Mike Crawford a big hoop there in the fourth quarter to get him started. And for the Princeton Tigers, Tony Wooden led the way with 18 points. Ricky Isabegovic with 10 points. Brandon Dickinson with fine spot-up shooting. 3 3-pointers, a basket, 2 free throws for 13 points. Brian Plasek with 2 free throws in the first quarter for 2 points. And Mirza Salkic, who I assumed was a bigger scorer than he was held to 2 first-quarter baskets. Panthers did a fine defensive job on him, 6'5" senior from Bosnia, and he'd end up with 4 points. That very well may be the difference in the game.
Could have been. And we'd be remiss if we didn't say what a great effort that Princeton made in this ball game tonight. Going into the ball game 21-4, and had a great season. Coach Plasek and his ball club deserve a lot of congratulations, a lot of admiration for the program. Coach Plasek has coached in this area for quite some time. Our fans might remember him from his days at Anawan, when at Anawan they won several regional tournaments in Class A. This year Princeton gets bumped from A to AA. Take a look at a matchup maybe between a Princeton and an Alleman somewhere along the line, and you might get an idea what kind of ball game you might have. But they're cutting down the nets here at Prouty Gymnasium. The reporters are interviewing Mark Polite, but we're going to close from now. We're going to come back and have a little quick interview maybe with Coach Olson.
Yeah, we get down and get a word with him.
We got to get out of this press box first, Coach. And it's straight downhill, I guarantee you that.
Say, you don't leap out of the press box, that's for sure. So we'll be right back and see if we can get a word with Coach Olson. I'm down here at half court. Look at half court. We'll go right out to the middle here. Well, here we are down at after the ball game. Jim Smith here with Coach Scott Olson, victorious Panthers tonight. Coach, you said it while we were waiting for Jess to get set up there. Game of runs.
Yes, it was a game of runs. We started off really well. Got some turnovers, but I tell you what, you can't downplay what Princeton did. They kept coming back. They made runs. They took the lead. We kept coming back. I think we lost our composure at times during this game, and it didn't look like they lost their composure as much. But then we got some turnovers and some traps. We took the lead. Luckily for us, our run was the last run.
Coach, it was a nice game of back and forth from a fan standpoint, maybe not from a coaching standpoint, but both coaches working hard, changing defenses. I thought your full court pressure defense might have turned the ball game in your favor.
Well, we made some adjustments there, and then they started breaking it again in the fourth quarter. But it hung us in, got us some turnovers, it got us the lead, thank God. But they made a lot of defensive changes too, and we have to react better to that.
Yeah. What kind of changes did you make to combat that zone? It looked like they stretched that zone out. They extended it pretty far, and we looked like you had trouble breaking that down.
Yeah, we had some trouble. The big thing is there's a lot of gaps in it. They extended it out to cover our three-point shooters, but we didn't go inside, and that was our kids just didn't do as good a job of feeding as we should have, and we talked about it. We talked about penetrating a little bit more. We brought Mark outside and put Mike inside, try to get us a little different flavor there too. And the kids did a big job for us. So I think the defensive end won it. In the third quarter, they didn't score a basket, I don't think, until the end.
No, Tony Wooden, 32, had 2 hoops maybe in the last 30 seconds for their 4 points in the third quarter. So, boy, Mark Polite stepped up big, 31 points tonight. Nick Ramos tough on defense. More importantly, made 6 free throws in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's really big for Nick. He really plays hard, but he plays a little fast sometimes. He's a little bit out of control of the emotion. He's an emotional player, and the emotion gets to him, and offensively that doesn't help us too much. We kept saying calm down. I don't know, every time out I talked to him saying calm down. Finally, fourth quarter, maybe he was tired, but now he made some better decisions, made a big layup bucket and got some free throws, and that was key for him.
And how about Jeremy Corum? Let's talk about him just a second. I noticed you had him a lot of times on Salkic, the big boy in there.
Well, I tell you, you got to love Jeremy Corum. He's a gutty kid. He does everything to win. He's not an offensive threat a lot. He's not, but you just put him out there. He wants to win so much, and he inspired the rest. And I knew we wanted to go with the seniors as much as possible down the stretch and have them step up and make some plays because it was their season, their final shake at it, and they made the plays.
Coach, they did. Mike Crawford come off the bench, give you a little lift there for a while, picked up a lot of fouls in a hurry, but inspirational play from your senior. So congratulations, regional champs. On to Moline. We'll see you over at Wharton Fieldhouse. Coach Sanders has got a couple of players rounded up here, so we're going to turn the mic over to him.
Okay.
Congratulations, Scott.
Thanks very much.
Good luck the rest of the way now. Coach Sanders, I'll turn this mic over to you.
Holy cow. Let's do it. Come on in here, guys. Good job. I got to like that. We're not going to do anything right now. Coach, how you doing? It was a pretty exciting time. Come on in here. Here we go. Right up there, okay? First of all, we'd like to congratulate you guys on winning the regional tournament. First question, I guess, we'll go, Mark, what do you think? What's this feel like right now to you?
Oh, it feels real great. We came out, we played hard, and there's nothing better. You're going out, you gave it your all, and you come out with a W, There's no better feeling than that, and that's what we did. We came out, we played as hard as we could. Nick down the stretch hit the free throws. I hit the free throws, Corum hit the free throws. We just came in, we played excellent ball. We came out, we got a W, and that's all, that's all we came here to do.
You did your job, did it well. 31 points, did I hear that somewhere along the line? 31, yeah, unofficially by Coach Smith, and I'll take his word for that. A couple great steals and great defense the whole ball game, Nick. Mark said a lot of stuff about what he feels. How about you? What are you feeling right now?
It felt real great. I mean, Mark had a tremendous game, It just took really all that hard work, all that running to get us here. I really appreciate Coach for, pushing us in practice. I appreciate Mark for carrying us on his back the whole season.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys. All the UT fans and everybody back home watching this, we appreciate that. What a deal, huh? Yep. What a deal. We got a big crowd here. You haven't had much time to think about it yet. What about next week, huh?
We're just going to come out. We're going to play as hard as we can. Whatever happens, happens. We're just going to let it all hang out on the court. We know this, that could be our last game, so we're just going to let it all hang out on the court. And, whatever happens, happens. We get a W, we get a W, but we're going to come in, we're going to try to win the basketball game. We're going to do whatever we can to execute our offenses, and, whatever happens, happens.
Great. How about you?
basically I feel the same way with Mark. I hope we come in there, do our defense like we have been doing, playing real hard, have good execution, and we might be able to get them.
Well, I think you can. I'll tell you what, big thing right now, guys, guess what? We're still playing. Yep. There are a lot of people not playing right now. Well, for Family Ties Productions and Kosh Cable, for Coach Smith and Coach Sanders, we're proud of you guys. Okay, congratulations, a great win. Keep up the good work.
All right, thanks a lot.
We're out of here.
All right.